BG, how big was Tosh's leadership for you guys, and just what makes Tosh in the playoffs so special?
Oh, straight to it.
Wait, what? Say it again.
Yeah, BG, how big was Tosh's leadership for you guys, and what makes Tosh in the playoffs so special?
Oh, I mean, she's the energy for us. Like, literally, it starts with her and ends with her. Like, she sees any of us down, not engaged, anything. Like, she's going to bring us together. And we need that, with our leader out there. I haven't seen anybody that works as hard as she does and cares as much about every detail, that goes into this team. I'm glad Tasha's here with us.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it.
Tosh, what makes Fee such a great player?
You're talking about one of the most dominant bigs to ever play this game, and she's our leader. We hang her hat on her whenever we need her. We had a discussion of game 1 to game 2, and I knew tonight was going to be a big night for B. She just steps up for us every time that we need to. You want to talk about playing through injuries, playing through being hurt, coming back when we need her most, but someone that just brings us all together too in a lot of ways, and one of the most humble superstars I've ever met. So it's a huge reason as to why I came here to Phoenix. I wanted to be a part of both her and DT's legacy, and that's really special to me, and it means the world to me.
For BG, what makes Natasha Cloud such a difficult matchup on a night like this?
Fee's a good player. She's a great player, and she's going to challenge you, on the perimeter, down low. She reads the game really well. Great players make great shots.
And then for both players, there's been a lot of conversation about Diana's future, what she's going to do. Did she say anything after the game?
That's not for us to discuss. Dee will say, whenever that time comes, she'll be the one to address it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beside that point, then, I guess, what do both of you, if this is it for Diana, what do you most take from her career?
Take everything from Dee. She does literally every single thing. I've never seen somebody come in, day out, do the exact same thing and adds to it so she can stay on this court.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said it. I credit a lot of my game to Dee. The way I read it, the way I can see things developing on the court, but I'm also lucky to take away life lessons from D too on how to be a good spouse, good parent, just how to conduct myself. She's always been there in my ear, and if this is it, that's something that I'll definitely miss. But I also told her she ain't getting rid of me because we're gonna have tea time.
Yeah, she stuck with us. Man, it was, again, such a huge reason as to why I chose to come to Phoenix, was to play with these two, but especially to be a part of Diana's legacy. DT is one of the GOATs of this game. She will forever go down as one of the greatest to ever touch this ball. What she's done for this game of basketball, what she's done for all the players over 20 years of span, 3 championships, what she's been able to do for the city of Phoenix. DT is one of the best humans, and she just has a way, even 20 years in, of staying relevant and staying young and just making shit fun. And like B said, it's not only the lessons that you learn from her on the court. I'm a better point guard because of playing with Diana Taurasi. I'm a better person because of playing with Diana Taurasi, and I'm for sure a better leader because of it too. So if this is it, I am just so blessed to be a small part of her journey and her legacy. And it's been one of the greatest blessings of my career.
Tasha, Coach talked about just how kind of thankful he is for that you came to the Mercury. And as an opposing team's media member, I was just really impressed with kind of the passion, the fire you play with. I wonder if you could just speak on where that comes from.
I appreciate you. I truly feel like I'm a vessel. I feel like every night that I get to step on this court, I get to play in God's honor and His glory. And I get to just be a light. And everything that I do, I just try to do it with light and love. But this game of basketball has given me so much. It's blessed my life abundantly. It's blessed my family's life. It's taken me around the world. It's a means of providing for my family. I've gotten a free education through it. So every time I step onto that court, I want to make sure that I'm giving my all. And that's important for my team, too. I want to make sure that every single night that I step on that court, that I'm the best version of myself for my teammates. That's my job as the point guard, as the leader. Nate's my favorite coach that I've ever played for. He has a way of just being consistent. He's a player's coach. He will be stern on us when he needs to. But I think a lot of times coaches lose their humanness in this business, right? Because if you don't win, you know what happens. You kind of get fired. So the fact that he's able to keep his humility as just a great man, and that's just not Nate. That's everyone that's a part of our organization. We just genuinely have good people. But Nate is my favorite coach that I ever played for. I'll run through a wall for him any day. Thank
Damn,
you.
they shot 27.
27 free throws to our 14, yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Must be nice.
Yep.
First off, I want to say I know this wasn't the outcome that you were hoping for, but BG, you won a gold medal with Diana just a few weeks ago. Can you share a little bit about your Olympic experience and what that was like?
Man, Olympic D, that's not one to play with, I can tell you that. I remember coming in to my first camp with USA. I was a little late getting into it, and I remember afterwards I was just kind of in awe. And Dee and Sue and all of them were kind of sitting over there to the side, and I was still in college actually, and they literally just kind of just took me in, just started talking to me, and you know, just giving me some advice and stuff. And like it wasn't like the look down on you. It wasn't like you're the new one, like we were gonna haze you in or something like that. Like it was just so genuine. And you know, fast forward, I got to be on the same team with Dee, but I just always remember that first experience with her, and she was just like just so natural with me, just chill and open. And I mean, I think that's just Dee throughout all of USA basketball. I think everybody sees the fierce, you know, gonna fight for what's right on the court, for her teammates, for herself. Mm-hmm. But she's just so open to everybody, and you can see it after the games. The players that come up to her, I vividly remember that. The coaches that come up to her during USA basketball, and it's those moments like that that just kind of shines on what like who she is. And I think that's, everybody knows the gold and all that, but I think that's USA Diana, and that's what I've always remembered about her.
Last question, Dana on Zoom.
Brittney, this question is for both of you, Tosh and BG. I'm wondering, for the two-part, BG, what do you feel about where you stand, being that I know you just lost, but where do you feel that you stand right now and going forward with your career? And Tosh, how do you feel? And Tosh, what do you feel about this season, even though the game didn't go in your favor? How do you feel about your personal production towards the end of the season and what you improved upon, especially from the three?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead. You start.
I think when I came into free agency, we really talked about a 2-year plan of knowing that we were getting some pieces this year, but this next free agency was going to be a big piece for us. So we get into the season and we're like, oh, we could be really good. And from there, it's ebbs and flows of a new season. I think people forget that we literally took a core of 3, and then we added and plugged in a bunch of pieces. So a lot of the summer was spent trying to figure each other out, chemistry-wise, figuring out how we wanted to play. Was it fast? Was it slow? Defensively, where we were strong at. And I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the way that we played these last 2 games. I think this is the most connected that we've been on both ends of the floor. Obviously, we could have stepped up better defensively in a lot of instances in both of these games, but I'm really proud of us for the year that we put together, staying the course, staying together even when shit got a little bit frustrating. And we know what we have in our locker room. So we'll go into a free agency season again this offseason. We'll go to work. We'll get better in the off season. And we're going to come back hungry for next season because I don't do well with losing. So I'm going to make sure that I harbor this and channel it into everything for next season. As far as my personal growth, I just want to continue to be the best version of myself for my team, and that means not allowing teams to make me the shift person, which for those of you that don't know shift, it's just like I'm the person they help off of, and I don't think they could do that these 2 games.
They definitely couldn't. As far as me and my playing, I mean, I'm nowhere near retiring, so let's not even start that talk or try to get that going out there. Like, what? No.
She's stuck.
I mean, what? No. There's just so much more I want to say on that. But, yeah, nah, y'all going to see me again. So, yeah, I will let y'all know when we can start talking about me and retiring. It ain't soon. So just know that.
She got a son to provide for.
All right. We can wrap that up.